Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Competition Archery Media. We are down here at Fort Benning and we're here with Jesse Broadwater because Jesse, we wanted to talk to you about the Gas Bowstrings, the Freakshow strings. This is a new set of strings that Gas makes that you came up with. It's got your name on it, Freakshow. I just got a set and I told you that's like the cleanest looking set of strings I've ever seen.
Awesome.
What makes them cool? So, besides your name.
Yeah, so what me and Eric at Gas kind of partnered with, what we wanted to set out and do was build the absolute most stable set of string and cables possible. I mean, if you think about it, you got all this technology going on. You got, $1,000 plus in a bow. You got an expensive sight. Everything, is a lot of money. And, but if you don't have strings that tie it all together and that are stable, none of that really matters because you're not going to shoot consistently. So if you have a string that stretches or a cable that stretches, it's going to throw off your marks. You're just not going to shoot good. So the strings are I would say, probably the most important piece of the equipment, actually. So we wanted to have the most stable set of strings and cables as possible. So the way we achieve that is we're using nothing but BCY materials, 452X, natural material, and almost no wax in it.
Right.
And what that does is what you have, basically a lot of the elongation that you get in a string comes from wax that's inside the bundle, and over time and heat and everything, that wax squishes out, makes the bundle smaller, and then it elongates or stretches. So with these strings, you have none of that, virtually none of that. And another thing that allows us to do is run more strands in the bundle and get the same overall diameter that you would with a set of strings with wax in them or that are colored, because the dye that they use in there actually adds a little bit of thickness to each individual strand as well. So like I say, they are, in my opinion, and a lot of others, the most stable set of string and cables out there, and took a little bit of testing and development to get it, but I think we got it pretty good. And
some of the things that you do to ensure that as well is obviously they're pre-stretched. Mm-hmm. But then you guys do something that I had never heard of before, is adding heat to them.
Yeah, so I talked to Eric about it. And of course, he's built strings for years, even before Gas. I've built strings, for a long time for shops and everything else. So we both kind of had a little bit of background in it. And one of the things I always done was use heat in the strings, whether that be burnishing them or actually applying heat with a heat gun or a blow dryer or whatever. And I found that kind of helps the pre-stretch process. You don't have to stretch them as long. It takes some of that initial set-in period out of there that you might have with, a new set of strings you put on. Sometimes, you'll have 100, 200 shot until they'll really be seated in. With these strings, you can literally pull them out of the package, put them on the bow, and they're ready to go within the first 5 shots. They're seated in.
That's legit.
Yep.
Once I put mine on there, the peep did not, there was a little bit of bending to get around the different posts on the cam, but I mean, it was like that peep sight has not moved.
Yeah.
Even a little bit.
Exactly.
Since I first put them on there. I mean, it was just...
They're pretty impressive. I mean, you don't get any serving separation hardly. I mean, I've had these on there for a while. I shoot in Florida in the heat. No serving separation. Peep, rotation is virtually non-existent. So just a solid set of strings, really stable set of strings. So we're pretty happy with them.
Eric was explaining to me yesterday about, first off, that they have so little wax in them. It's minuscule. And then he said, then when you put them at tension, he said it's like squeezing out, not on the same scale, but a little bit like wringing out a towel, getting the water out. You're getting that whatever little wax is in there. Because he said, actually, if you put heat on one with a lot of wax, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But with a little bit of wax, he said, that's a good thing.
Yep. Exactly. So, the Freakshow line. I mean, and you can order. Another thing you can do is you can order whatever size diameter that you want, for your knock fit.
Yes.
I personally run 107 thousandths for my knock fit, and I'm a guy that likes a little bit of a looser knock fit. So you can see it clicks on, but it's not tight at all, and I can actually rock it side to side a little bit. So I like my knock fit a little bit looser. These are the new AAE knock, and with the 107 thousandths serving size, it kind of, that suits my knock fit. But you can order different serving sizes for your cables or whatever. If you want to play around with your holding weight on some bows, that affects it. But we're only making it available. You can't get it in colors because, like I say, that affects the diameter, and we want to keep it as small diameter as possible so we can fit more strands in there. So you can't get colors, but it's all natural. But you can custom order serving sizes and stuff like that. So
gotcha. Yeah, I know one of the things that was asked when you fill out the form to get a set was what knock are you using?
Yeah.
What size do you prefer? That kind of thing. Which
I
don't know that I've seen that on other.
Right.
Not that that's a problem, but something extra that these things have into them.
I would say, like, if I was running a biter knock, they tend to fit a little bit looser. So I run the Easton knocks or these AAE knocks. I like a 107, but if I was to run a biter, I'd probably run like a 109, 110 maybe. But that's still going to give me that looser fit that I like. So it just depends on how you like, if you have a personal preference on your knock fit.
Gotcha.
So,
all right, Jesse, appreciate your time. Gas Bowstrings, the Freakshow strings. We're excited to see them out there.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.